Vice President Kamala Harris held her very first presidential rally in Atlanta, Georgia, to what appears to be a packed house. But there is much more to the story. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Vice President Kamala Harris holding her very first ever presidential rally in Atlanta, Georgia on Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Now, from what I was able to show you at the very beginning and from what you may have seen on the internet, on television, this was a packed house. Oh yeah, this is in downtown Atlanta at the Georgia State University Convocation Center. So not a gymnasium, not a small place, really packed crowd. Now, $1 million question. Hey, ABL, were all these people out there for Kamala? Is this the level of excitement? Is this 2008 Barack Obama? I don't think so. Now, there, in my humble opinion, is an explanation for this that does not necessarily involve Kamala herself. Let's go right here to this picture. Now, this is Kamala, obviously, next to Meg Thee Stallion, who is a world famous rapper. You may or may not know who she is, and that's fine, but she's very, very popular. 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify. She just had a tour and was selling out arenas this same kind of size all over the country. So although everyone may not know who she is, a lot of people do. And I'm willing to bet that the college kids right there at GSU, right there in Atlanta, in their region, know exactly who she is. So when the word gets out, we bring in Quavo, who didn't perform from the Migos. He was just there. Okay, we're going to bring Quavo, who's from Atlanta, the North, but Atlanta. Meg Thee Stallion, world famous rapper who actually performed, is going to bring a lot of people. Now, here is some of the performance from Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not going to have on music, obviously, but this is her right here. As a matter of fact, we do need to hear this because she had a political message. But before we get into the booty shaking and whatnot, there's a small political message. We're going to hear that and keep on rocking. And of course, I'll link to everything in the box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot, girl. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for.
So, did you hear that? She was like, I know a lot of my hot girls in the crowd love their body. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to vote for. That's the whole my body, my choice. If you vote Trump, he's going to outlaw abortion. You can't even do anything at all, which is completely untrue. But I digress. Let's keep on going.
Hey.
Okay, we can turn the music down because I don't want to hear that. And we don't need to really get a copyright. But yeah, she's twerking a little bit in this pantsuit ensemble. You know, if this was her regular concert show, you'd be seeing high parts just flying everywhere. Okay, just everywhere. No pantsuit, barely any pants at all. Okay, so that's Meg Thee Stallion. She performed right before Kamala went on stage. I'm talking about right before. Listen, I saw a timeline. So at 6:48 p.m., Meg comes out. At 7:03, Kamala comes out. Now, almost as soon as Kamala came out, people began to leave. And mind you, people had been in this place since about 3:30. I think that's when doors opened. They had other speakers. I think they had John Ossoff, Stacey Abrams, people like this. Quavo came out and spoke, the rapper. So you had some of this stuff going on. There was a long intermission for like an hour before this whole thing happened. They were very smart to put Meg Thee Stallion right before Kamala, because when Kamala came out, people began to leave. Okay, they began to leave. Now, before we get to that, we have a little bit of footage from the actual event here. Her speaking about a few things. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
So this is how you appeal to the community, right? Talking about rap and having booty shaking. That's how we appeal to the blacks. Okay, that's what's up. And people were offended online. They were like, they couldn't get anybody more intellectual. I mean, this is a Democratic Party. They want you to be anti-intellectual so they can be the ones who are the parents and tell you what to do and how to think and how to believe. All right. That's the objective. They don't want you to be educated. Why would they want you to learn? It's like slaves on the plantation. Why would you educate your slaves so they can uprise and destroy you, take your land, and become the new slave owners? We can't have that. Now, here's a black scent. This is really interesting. Shout out to my man, Right Wing Angel Oliver Mack, for putting this collaboration together. Okay, you have Kamala put on the black scent because obviously she is not really of the culture like that. If you want to make that be a thing, she kind of grew up a lot of time in Canada. So when she is made to quote unquote talk black, it's kind of forced. She's putting on the black scent the same way that Hillary Clinton did it. Remember the whole, I no ways tired. Remember that? If you don't remember, check it out.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Now, of course, that was a well-known passage, but why is she reading it like that? Okay, you putting on the black scent. And that was from, I think, 2008 or earlier. Now, here we are just yesterday, July 30th, 2024, with some more of the same from Kamala. Check it out.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
We going to do it again. Come on, that's not how she talks. That's not how she speaks. I say, look, however you speak, however you sound, just be that. Be yourself rather than trying to pretend to be somebody else. Okay, that's not really your thing. Now, shout out to Savannah Hernandez, great reporter out there on the front lines. She has some footage of what was happening. Okay, she said shortly after Kamala began her speech, attendees of her rally began to leave. She hadn't even been talking 15 minutes before people started exiting. Okay, so now what you're going to see, people starting to leave. Okay, you see right here, people are just filing out. Okay, we got some more over here. You see these people leaving. Now, Savannah put out a video, and basically what she said was she thought it might have been just a fluke, couple people leaving, not really a big deal. But almost as soon as she started talking, people began to leave from every level. Now, I would play what Savannah said, but it has music in the background, unfortunately. But basically, she was like, within about 15 minutes of this short 30-minute speech, people began to leave from every level. And it's easy to just put two and two together to see what happened. People came for the free concert. There was no admission here. Normally, you want to see Meg Thee Stallion perform, you're paying some money. You might be paying hundreds of dollars to go see her in a place like GSU Convocation Center. Oh yeah, you paying some money. Remember, she's selling out arenas all over the country. So a free concert, easy. You're going to have some that may have wanted to see Kamala, but ultimately, as I close, this was a free concert for Atlanta. And if you know ATL, like I know ATL, people want to party. They want to party all the time, Eddie Murphy style. They want to be out there. They're going to leave that event and then go to the next event. Then they're going to go to the next event and the next event. And they do that 5, 6, 7 days a week. Like Atlanta is a kind of place where on a Sunday night, people are outside partying at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like that there. It is what it is. This was just yet another party. People I know that party all the time went there. People I know went undercover, and they were telling me kind of the same thing. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the very first Kamala Harris presidential rally that was held in Atlanta, Georgia? Was it a great turnout? Everybody's enthusiastic. Kamala Harris is the 2008 Barack Obama reborn. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is quite clearly just a ploy from the Democratic Party to get a lot of butts in the seats, to generate a lot of excitement and make it look like something that it wasn't. Faking it until you make it. There's not a lot of enthusiasm for Kamala. A lot of people didn't even know she was still there. People hadn't heard from her since she got in office with Joe. They didn't know who she was before, and they've not heard from her since. Now all of a sudden she's Obama. Please be serious. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.